Life is truly a wondrous and mysterious symphony, but more often than not, we are lost in the noise, both outside and within. From the moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our minds are immersed in a relentless tide of thoughts, sounds, and plans. We often believe that the answers to life's great questions are hidden within this noise, in gathering more information, in speaking more, in thinking harder. We've been taught that success comes from doing more, and happiness from having more. But if we look just a little deeper, we realize that the true answer to every question, the solution to every problem, and the most profound music of life is not found in the noise, but in the silence. Everything we are searching for on the outside is already present in the stillness within us. This is the timeless law. True power is not born from noise, but from silence. Now, upon hearing the word silence, many of us feel uncomfortable. We associate it with emptiness, with loneliness, or with a sign of inaction. It can feel like life has come to a halt, like a waste of precious time, but this is not the truth. This universal law is not about stagnation. It is the deepest secret of the cosmos. Just as the earth, in its profound quiet, transforms a single seed into a magnificent tree, all true creation and genuine power are born from deep silence. This principle applies to every one of us, without exception. Imagine that our mind is like a lake. On its surface, thousands of waves, our thoughts, emotions, and desires, are constantly rising and falling. This surface is the noise where we spend almost all of our lives. We play with these waves, get entangled in them, and mistake them for our reality. But the true nature of the lake is not just its turbulent surface. The real power of the lake, its truest peace, is hidden in its depths, where no wave can reach, where there is only immense stillness and clarity. Nature is profoundly honest. It never deceives. Our true self is not the noisy, chaotic surface of the mind, but the deep, silent stillness within. This isn't a miracle. It's the simple physics of existence. When you live constantly in noise, your energy becomes scattered. Think of a lake whose surface is perpetually battered by a storm. Its water can never become clear. It can never reflect the moon. The universe is also a vast mirror. Only when your mind is still and silent can you see the truth of life with pristine clarity. Therefore, silence is not an emptiness to be feared, but a beautiful invitation. It reminds us that we have a path to go beyond all the noise and connect with our authentic power. This law doesn't imprison us, it sets us free. The choice you make today can change your entire reality. So feel the secret within you, observe the noise inside, recognize the waves of thought that pull you in every direction all day long. This is the first step of awareness. When you understand this principle, life ceases to be a tiresome noise and becomes a beautiful symphony. Because then you know that the real treasure isn't on the surface, but hidden in your own depths. But you might say, "This all sounds lovely, but what do I do? My mind never stops." You are not alone. This is the universal human struggle. We want to sit in stillness, but the moment we close our eyes, the storm of thought seems to rage even stronger. Past regrets, future anxieties, unfinished tasks, conversations on repeat. They all rush in at once. We feel like we're failing, that meditation isn't for us. This is the first and greatest misunderstanding. Silence does not mean forcefully stopping your thoughts. You cannot fight your thoughts. The more you fight them, the more powerful they become. That's like trying to flatten the waves of the lake with your bare hands. The more you slap at the water, the more ripples you create. The true art is not in stopping the waves, but in becoming aware of the stillness of the deep water beneath them. When thoughts arise, let them come. Don't fight them, don't engage with them. Simply watch them as a detached observer. Just as clouds drift across the sky and disappear, allow your thoughts to come and go. You are the sky, not the clouds. The clouds cannot stain or change the vastness of the sky. In the beginning, this will feel difficult. The mind will repeatedly pull you back into the drama of the waves. You have a lifetime of habit clinging to every thought. But be patient. As you continue this practice, you will begin to notice small gaps of space between your thoughts, a momentary pause. This space, this interval, is the first doorway into silence. At first, it might last only a second, then two. Gradually, these intervals will expand, and you will find yourself resting more in the depth of the lake, and less on its chaotic surface. Others might say, "Where do I find the time?" My life is filled with so many responsibilities, so much stress. I can't even think about sitting still. This is the second great misunderstanding. You think that to find silence, you must abandon everything and escape to a mountaintop. You see it as just one more task on your endless to-do list. Meditate for 15 minutes. But the truth is, silence doesn't demand your time. It demands your presence. You can practice silence while walking, while working, while living your life. As you take your first sip of morning coffee, can you just taste the coffee for a single minute? Without checking your phone, without planning your day? Just the taste, the warmth, the feeling of the cup in your hands. That's it. When you are sitting at your desk at work, can you pause for 30 seconds and just feel your breath? The air coming in, the air going out. This is true meditation. Silence is not an activity. It is a way of being. It is the art of finding stillness in the middle of the noise. Your greatest strength isn't how much you can do, but how calm you can be in the midst of the storm. When you are inwardly silent, you can accomplish the same tasks in half the time with twice the efficiency, because your energy is focused, not scattered. Silence doesn't take your time, it gives you more of it. And then there is another deeper fear, the fear of loneliness. We drown ourselves in noise because we are afraid of being alone, afraid of facing ourselves. Our phones, television, social media feeds, they are all ways to run from ourselves. We constantly fill our minds with entertainment and information so that we don't have to face the inner emptiness for even a moment. We are terrified that if we become quiet, that emptiness will consume us. We worry that our suppressed sadness, old wounds, and hidden fears will rise to the surface. But what you perceive as emptiness is not a void. It is the infinite sky of possibility. The noise has covered up your true essence, and only when it subsides can you meet yourself for the first time. In the beginning, some old sorrows and emotions might surface, just as the mud from the bottom of a lake gets stirred up when the water begins to settle. Let them come. Watch them too without judgment, without attachment. They are simply stored energy being released. Once this mud has cleared, what is revealed is not emptiness, but wholeness. It is not loneliness, but solitude. In loneliness, you feel the absence of others. In solitude, you feel the presence of yourself. When your lake is still, it can contain the entire universe. The deepest and most constant truth of life is this interplay between noise and silence. We often complain of stress, confusion, and a lack of direction in our lives. We feel we don't know what to do, how to make the big decisions. This is because we are searching for advice on the outside, from other people, from books, from the internet. All of this is external noise. The voice of your soul, your intuition, is very subtle, very quiet. It is always trying to speak to you, but its voice is drowned out by the noise inside your head. This isn't a punishment from God, nor is it some religious penance. It's exactly like beating a drum continuously and then hoping to hear the gentle music of a violin. It is simple physics. If you constantly fill your mind with thoughts and external information, you cannot expect to ever receive true guidance from within. Your inner noise is the wall between you and your soul. When you practice silence, that wall dissolves, and suddenly you begin to receive the answers to your most difficult questions without even searching for them. They were always inside you. You just couldn't hear them. This is happening invisibly, every single day. The thoughts we think, the words we speak, the content we consume, it's all noise. And its consequences are as certain as a plant growing from a seed. This law is so impartial, it plays no favorites. The depth of silence is available to everyone, whether you are rich or poor, educated or uneducated. If you sow seeds of noise, you will reap a harvest of anxiety. If you cultivate silence, you will receive the fruits of peace. You will find your relationships deepening, because now you don't just hear people's words, you understand them. You begin to hear the emotions behind the words. You will find your health improving, because silence awakens the body's natural power of self-healing. When the mind is at rest, the body uses its energy for repair, not for fighting anxiety. You will find your creativity has expanded, because all great ideas, all true art, are born from the womb of silence. So remember, peace of mind is not a game of chance. It is the direct result of our own choices. And know that this law is not meant to frighten us, but to awaken us. It teaches us that we are the creators of the noise in our lives, and the power to quiet it also lies within us. If we have unknowingly accumulated a lifetime of noise, we can, today, make a new choice to cultivate silence. Even 5 minutes of conscious silence today can change the entire direction of your tomorrow. This is the beauty of this law. So before every action, before every decision, pause for a moment and ask, is this leading me toward more noise or toward more peace? When this awareness becomes your guide, the symphony of your life naturally becomes harmonious. There is no more panic, no more confusion. There is only a deep peace that is beyond all noise, which is your true home, your true essence.